Then price it out. If you go to the grocery store and buy the same items, the chicken wings alone is half your budget. Eat one chicken wing. I don't know what to tell you, brother. It's not a debate. If you want to eat KFC, eat the shit. Enjoy. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm just saying. Y'all ain't got all these down there. I love you, man. Ooh, child. Number 7. Not ready for this one. Stop showcasing your children, them cash cows. Fear, using fear to discipline them. And that can be looked at in so many different ways, okay? A modern day practice that may end up causing harm in the long run, using fear to discipline them. Fear has long been a factor in disciplining children, but such orthodox techniques are seeping into modern parenting style. While every parent wants their child to be graceful, using tools like fear can inhibit their confidence and inflict a variety of psychological issues like anxiety and depression, which can have long-term effects. Fear. God's gonna get you. The boogeyman's gonna get you. Father's gonna get you. I'm gonna disown you. I mean, I don't know how y'all push that fear, but what you think about that, baby? Using fear to discipline them.
You know what I think.
You gonna kill me?
I think consciousness is the key. I ask the kids now that they are, older. How many times have you ever been spanked? So, what was really the threat, the fear? Your tone, your voice, your tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that sounds like a grizzly bear that's just gonna growl. If you get past the growl, what after that? A hug? Like, it's
fear of disappointment.
It's a ploy. There's no fear in our families. There should be no fear in disciplining our children. We're their parents. Like Sarah said, trying to be their friend, trying to be something other than their parent is going to cause a conflict.
Yeah, it is.
So I accepted the role, just like I accept my role in reality. I don't care if you like how my tone was when I said it, or what I said, or did you get something? Did it hit on something? Because that's what's more important. That we take these nuggets, we take these things that work for us and we use them. And, fear is not a part of it, because when the kudos, when the compliments, there's no fear there. So, I absolutely agree that you shouldn't have fear as a tool in your parenting toolbox, but I think that you should be conscious, astute, mature, humble enough to want to do better for your kids, to want to have different parenting style for your children in different instances. That's something you have to want. This is something you have to feel mature enough to want to have in your belt. So that fear isn't something that they feel, because no matter what your intentions are, it's their perception.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna feel it anyway. And when I see it, I see more of a monster like fear, direct discipline. You know what I mean? Versus they're gonna fear being reprimanded. They're gonna fear being held accountable for their behavior. So in a family, like we said, we set clear rules. From little, they're age appropriate. And as you develop, those rules are going to change. You're going to have some autonomy. You're going to set some rules for yourself, some standards, some expectations. So by time 9, 10, 11, how the house is flowing. So their biggest fear, our children personally, is disappointing us. It's not about the consequences of said offense, punishment, or something like that. That's not the biggest part.
Every family.
So they're gonna have fear.
Every family says that though. I don't know a family that don't say their biggest fear is our disappointment as their parents. Fuck out of here. Fuck outta here
But
with
when we
that
talk to
shit.
them and ask them, that's what they
I
have
mean, but
verbally
again,
said. Because
look
like
at the
you
type of parents
said,
that they
they're
have,
not going to
though.
get their ass
Everybody don't
whooped.
got conscious,
That's what I'm
fruit-giving,
saying.
water drinking,
Yes.
explanation
So,
giving parents.
right.
So we're not gonna act like all of them is conscious, because we wouldn't be trying to get them
Sharing
over
with
to the
them.
conscious space.
Trying to bring
So
them
all
over.
of that disappointment,
Some
that's
shit
the
works.
shit that y'all say. That shit over here,
Right.
it's clear-cut expectations, and not only are they articulated, they written on the goddamn
Right.
walls. And not only are they written on the walls, it's short-term and long-term. On the wall, this is how you act every day to pay your rent to live in this house. If you need something to do, go check the chart, because it's on there. And we're not paying you, because that's not how the world works. Every birthday you have, every gift you accept for your birthday, that's a contract in this house. That's an agreement that you're no longer gonna act 11 when you turn 12. Let you start kicking and screaming like you was doing when you was 11. We don't do that. We don't do that. These are the things we articulate to them. Everybody don't get gifts on your birthday. It's your birthday. They have to sit and celebrate you. But we know some houses that, no, come on, get all of them a gift. It's TJ's birthday, but get all of them a little something. Get them a small gift, and get TJ a PlayStation 17.
Oh Lord, no.
But this is how they start to coddle and create these creatures that think they're entitled and they deserve and they can manifest. And all of this comes from that participation trophies and second place and all of that. We didn't do that.
And then we claim so much struggle, but we have so much money to give these children things. Like they do have. They got clothes. They got, all of these whole abundance of body wash, whole dresser full of shit, jewelry and the fresh sneakers. They get to go out every weekend and with your money. With your money.
Mrs. Harris is so nice. She's so nice.
I'm just saying, this is the society that they're coming up in. You know what I mean?
You know, I was listening to the examples that you was giving. Shout out to Vaughn Bryan in the building, and you didn't take mine, because I was gonna jump to the most recent. These fucking prom in the cards.
I got pictures
on these prom dresses. See,
I got
pictures. Got pictures to talk. Baby, who's swiping the card on these prom dresses?
Wasn't me.
Grown-ups.
Wasn't my mama.
Unconscious parents.
That's crazy.
And again, like all we're saying is, when you give them the fuel for the fire, you cannot blame them for setting everything ablaze. And this is what we're doing. You have pictures of prom dresses now. I guess that's what you're gonna show us. We'll take them. I'm here for it.
Wait a minute. Let me get it right. This way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, they may be able to see it. There's so much going on. You got the ring light. You got the big screen behind us. But yeah, there's some dresses. That one's there. That one's better. Yeah. Yeah. Who is that down there? I think they get the point though. But yeah, who's swiping the card on these dresses? Because that ain't them. They got the money for this. This is grown-ups.
Mommy was back. Mommy said, I'm a bad bitch. I got to be with my daughter.
This is
okay. With all this white woman hair.
Okay. You got it. It's on you.
Whoo, child. Yeah. So that fear tactic is something unique. Mind yourself and how you use it. That's all I'm saying. That's all we trying to say. Number 8, neglecting their emotions. Too many parents ignore their children's emotions. Some snub their children when they express their feelings or make them feel guilty. It's important to process the child's emotions and help them navigate them in a healthy way. Otherwise, they risk stunting the child's emotional development. It also makes children more hesitant to create living bonds. Neglecting their emotions. It's kind of hard to pay attention to children when they have devices all day. You guys think about that. You think the children's emotions are being tended to in school? Especially the children with special needs. We send them off to facilities. Our babies. We send our babies off to facilities. Our special needs babies. Some of them cannot speak, and I don't know why we feel the need. So these things may need to change because it's been an abundance of news briefs about special needs children being hurt on buses and in facilities. I just came across one young man, a family popped up on him, and he's sitting in the closet eating his lunch. And I mean, the child is probably like 5 or 6 years old. And you think many of those children are going to be able to come home and say what happened throughout the day? It might be normal. Neglecting their emotions.
Absolutely. I mean, I just think it's a thing. Neglect all around is a thing. So emotions is going to be something as well as physical and spiritual, and all of these things are being neglected. And this is why we speak the way we speak, to what we speak. It's shameful. What Ash said.
Said fear. I think all moms who had the dad at home has said, I'm gonna tell your father when he gets home. This is a fear tactic. Shit hit different when dad says things. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's levels to the fear. Like you said, there's some balance to it. Now, if that fear for dad comes home and then he's whooping all on the child, and like that's I don't know if that's conducive.
Wait, why would dad do that?
Because some dads do. Dad. That's what I'm saying. It's a balance to it. Some moms do. We whoop ass too. And I ain't gonna sit here and front that's not a thing. But those fear tactics will affect them later. You never know how it's gonna affect them. But we were on the neglecting emotions. Yeah, that's definitely a tactic. I'm gonna tell your daddy when you come home. He's scared. The neglecting your emotions. Okay, we did that. 9, unrealistic expectations. All parents expect their children to do well in life, but settling unrealistic expectations that may not be achievable can overwhelm children and inhibit their self-esteem. It's important to set healthy milestones that won't mentally, physically, or emotionally stress children out and actively support their efforts. Man, unrealistic expectations. I mean, we're a world full of unrealistic expectations, so I don't think that's going to change with our children. So be mindful. All we can really ask you to do is be mindful and consider, and it takes a lot of self-reflection to put yourself in your children's shoes to say, I was a child before, and show them a little grace, right, to grow up and develop. And if you are not aware of those milestones, you may want to take the time and look that up. You have 9 months to cultivate that baby inside your body. It may only take 6 weeks for you to educate yourself on the milestones of development for infants, for toddlers, for adolescents, like so on and so forth. Be more conscious so we can have a better outcome with our children in the future, because everything we do will affect them, whether it's positive or negative, whether you think you're doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing. It's all going to have an effect on them, okay? We don't have no crystal ball to know how they're going to turn out. So it's very important for us to be extremely conscious on some of the things that we're doing now that may affect them in the future. Number 10, gendered parenting. Parents who categorize parenting techniques according to gender reinforce traditional stereotypes. Children who grow up with gendered parenting styles learn to resent siblings of the opposite gender due to differences in leniency. It's important to encourage children to pursue goals and interests instead of focusing on their gender. I agree. Rules are rules. If it's 10 o'clock for him, it's 10 o'clock for her. It can't be my son is okay to go and, be out till 2 o'clock in the morning. He can have 3, 4 girlfriends, but that's not the same rules for the female. like it's going to be resentment. It's going to be an issue. So set clear rules for everybody. Like we don't want any of our children just out here promiscuous, having unprotected sex, being young parents, having to do things that will cause them harm in the future. So be mindful of that, huh? Um, Forcing them to dress them in colored clothes and like all of that. Only boys can play with trucks and balls, and girls must bake cakes and read books. Like boys don't have to sit down and read. A lot of y'all do that. Gender parenting. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, it's that's one of those gray areas that people don't know how to operate in, and this is why, we see a society of grown people where, we see exactly what we see because there's no foundation to operate on. The boys, like you said, can go and chase and fuck 8,000 girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then they grow up and be a man that fucked 8,000 girls and wonder why they can't bond with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But they think they the man because they fucked 8,000 girls until, they find out this week that it's not cool this week.
Right.
Maybe next week it might be cool. And that's the thing. There should be a foundation in your house, a baseline for everybody to operate on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go and govern ourselves accordingly. I just was chiming in on this. We have girls that are 5 years apart.
Yeah.
So it was real easy for me to give them an explanation on why they not the same. Y'all not the same. Mm-hmm. This girl is 5 years older than you. Your time is coming, but it ain't today. She could do things you can't do. She's going to get things you can't get, and vice versa. And you got to understand that it's your time. And my mature kid said, that's exactly how I looked at it, Dad. I figured my time was going to come.
Yeah.
But without that articulation and without standing on it, not asking her if it's okay with her and shit. That's what most of these dudes, like, they're so waffly that last week it was wrong. This week it's okay. That's not good for me.
And it's most parents. And it's not just moms, man. Fathers are very pet. That was my show Sunday, right? I kind of went in hard on the fathers. Like, y'all gotta stand on y'all fucking square with y'all kids, because y'all too waffly, and the kids see it. You pander and coddle them like they're your friend. It ain't gonna look good in the future with that friendship. Parenting is no joke. It definitely involves trial and error. Absolutely. We want more trial and less error. But done with the right morals and standards, the child has a better chance. Absolutely. Especially with two conscious parents who like each other, or at least kind and decent to each other there around the children.
Absolutely.
Got to be conscious of that. And I know it's hard because some of us, go out there and have, unrelenting sexual activities and don't intend on creating lives, but you do. That's the reality of it. That's the logic. That is the biology of having sex. I don't care if you have 3 forms of birth control. It's a possibility. So all of this knowledge needs to be absorbed so we can do a better job with the humans that we creating, because we're not creating babies. 11, not giving space. Not giving space. Most parents think children don't need privacy, but refusing to give children personal space can create emotions like resentment, frustration, anger, and sadness. Giving children time and space to learn to tackle things independently, solve problems, and develop critical problem thinking skills is essential. Giving space also encourages children to respect boundaries and develop mutual emotional understanding. I mean, they're not learning any of this.
No, I think they're given so much space that it's past this. They've given right, but it's the freedom. Again, it's not even checking in. It's not even modeling any of it. It's a combination of all of these things, and just the freedom. They're giving too much space. Right. Again, like, we kind of beat ourselves up for being helicopter parents, but in the time we were bringing our kids up in what we were operating with, little room for error. we had the helicopter. Like a lot of parents aren't helicoptering. So we have, because your kid is running around biting people. Your kid is trying to drink alcoholic beverages. Your kid curses like a sailor. Yeah, like, so we gotta be like, all right, Nana, reel it in, bring it over. Let's play a game, or But we had to be there, mindful and conscious, to keep them kind of innocent. Because if not, you see what happened. My name is Nishanti. I don't give a fuck what your name is. Rocked her world.
Yeah. Some kids are vicious. Let me tell you. Ooh.
But this is what it is. Some kids have a lot of space. So again, not giving space, a lot of space, sounds like a gray area you gotta operate in.
Yeah. I mean, and again, with all of depends, because the space and the freedom to have access to the phone, because I think that's what's giving them that freedom. They have so much. We don't have to do much because the phone takes time with the children, right? It takes their attention, not us personally, but most people, because all of these kids got a phone. That's the first thing they ask Madison when they meet her. You got a phone? Like, no iPhone?
No.
So most of their time is spent there. So we don't, how many parents I speak to, you hear me say the apps on the phone to monitor it. No, like, why would I do that? I don't have to do that, because when I want to look at it, I can just go and take their phone. You know what I mean? So they think they're allowing them some space and privacy, but yeah, yeah, not giving space. Yeah. That one's a little gray area, y'all. 12, forcing their beliefs on kids. While it's often endearing to see children mimic parents' beliefs, letting children form their identities is essential. Parents should encourage children to question everything so they can develop critical thinking skills and make informed decisions on their own. Imposing personal beliefs on children can lead to confusion, mistrust, and anger in the long run. More gray areas, right? Because you have parents who are fully engulfed in the LGBTQR community, and they're raising their children all engulfed in that. You know what I mean? You have people who are full on in Christianity and raising their children. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. Everything is up for trial and error when it comes with these kids. But our consciousness, bringing it back to their individual characters, personalities, their individual development and growth. We got to do a better job for their future, because we're not fully conscious of the things that we are doing now that may harm them later. So those are just a couple of things that was in that story that I thought I would bring to you guys, just to make you a little bit more aware of the things that may possibly harm children in the future.
Four disclaimers in one sentence.
Yep.
Just in case it depends.
Yep.
Well, we got through it. I appreciate that, Mrs. Harris. That was great information. That was.
The biggest ones was the technology, the devices, social media, and the poor eating, the bad manners. The other things.
12 modern day parenting styles that may end up causing your child more harm than good in the long run. So be mindful.
Yes.
Again, all I take away is gray. All I take away from that is gray. Even in the title, you have to be sophisticated. You have to be astute, conscious, and care enough about your kids and humble your damn self, because it's not about you no more. It's about them. And if that's something that has to be explained to you, it's just like when I was in human service class. If empathy and sympathy and caring for somebody else gotta be taught to you in a classroom, you kind of off. You in the wrong place already. This should be natural.
Yeah.
And again, the care and the nurture and the compliments, it comes with medicine as well. And sometimes it tastes like cod liver oil, and I can care less what you think about it.
That is true.
And I'm going to be at my spot. I'm not going to try to meet you at your space because y'all kind of unique. So we're going to create a conscious parenting space that conscious parents can come to, because we saw an amazing conversation today. Shout out to my guy Hemp over there.
Yeah, this might be
doing
risky.
good things. Absolutely. And shame was a big part of the conversation.
Sure was.
Whatever side people landed on. But kudos to the conversation, and kudos to, you know, the different sides of the spectrum. And that's all we care about, is the sides of the spectrum, the sides that don't think shame exists, and the sides that think that it's needed and necessary for our community. We got to be able to get somewhere in the middle and humble ourselves.
Rod that don't know what it means.
I'm willing to listen to some better shit than what I say. And if it's better, I'm going to acknowledge it, and we move on from there. And I think, you know, this is where it starts, but this is where we want it to end. With conscious parenting and us putting the kids first, humbling ourselves, it not being about us no more, because it can be again one day.
Get out the way of your children.
They could leave one day and it could be back about y'all again. But right now, we got to get out the way of their success. Like you just said.
I mean, and especially that first 5 years, man, they need that intimate touch, that connection, that human connection, the eye contact, the playing, the hand playing. Just finding out now here in the news that kids are losing the muscle mass in their hands. God. Our children are losing muscle mass in their hands by playing on phones. Like, they're not playing with toys, they're not playing outside, they're not digging anything, they're not climbing anything, they're not pulling, they're not tugging, they're not active. It's a lot of knots. I can't even imagine what kind of humans they're going to be in 10 years. So if we don't change it now, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good. You know, they're going to be forever medical patients and clients. And this is where we are as a society. America is a sick, overstressed, overdepressed, obese, oversexed society. And damn near illiterate. I'm just saying.
God damn.
And we don't want to do nothing about it. We say, yeah, sure, let's go. Champion nigga shit. You ready to champion some nigga shit right now? Damn. Let's see what we got on here, because I know we got some foolishness.
We got through the information.
I appreciate y'all staying around, learn a little something.
Fun. Stick around. I got a couple of things that I saw. Interesting.
Take what you need and go to
me. But I just wanted to touch on. I don't think that you guys seen a couple of these things that I seen. I want to start with, who like girls basketball? Do y'all like girls basketball?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't.
Okay. You should. You should start watching.
I should.
If y'all ain't watching the WNBA, bro, you are missing out on elite drama, like reality TV level drama. All in the past week, bro, we have had a player enter the top 5 all-time in scoring, DeWanna Bonner, and she did so by passing her ex-wife, Candace Dupree, and she scored the record-breaking bucket off of a pass from her current fiance, Alyssa Thomas. First of all, imagine your ex passing you on the all-time scoring list. Second of all, imagine her doing it off of a pass that she got from her new girl. But that wasn't the only couple drama that happened this week with that same team. Dejanay Carrington plays with DeWanna Bonner on the Connecticut Sun, and she committed a hard foul against Fever player Erica Wheeler. And after this foul,
how he just gonna try to just jump to the next story after saying some shit like that? Y'all imagine? Can you imagine? Just think about this now. You wait a minute. Did you hear what he said?
About the ex-wife and
that's a lot. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, it's probably why I don't watch
the love triangle in the NBA going on like that.
Amazing.
LeBron and the ex-wife.
What's wrong?
Oh, no.
taking that energy out on the court and busting it down, but you actually helping the bitch.
Hey, y'all don't be watching
what's
the
going on
WNBA?
here?
Because I'll be watching this. Y'all see y'all.
I like it when the majority of them had husbands.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
DeWanna Bonner on the Connecticut Sun, and she committed a hard foul against Fever player Erica Wheeler. And after this foul was committed, Erica Wheeler went to go get in her face, and she got pushed back by her own teammate, Nalissa Smith. And Nalissa Smith also happens to be Dejanay Carrington's ex-girlfriend, which had a bunch of people questioning, why did you just defend your ex over your own teammate? But the WNBA is insane because in what other league do you have players dating each other? Man, fuck Caitlin Clark. This shit is real life love and basketball.
Damn.
No, love and basketball is a male and a female.
They go after.
If y'all ain't watching,
look like. Let me find.
Good fucking morning, you.
Hold on. I could find out what it looked like for y'all. Looks like this.
Looks like
I don't think
this.
it's talked about enough that the WNBA is a league that has players playing against each other that used to sleep with each other. They have players playing against each other that are currently sleeping with each other. They have a league of players that are trying to sleep with each other. And this unlocks a level of drama that no other league has. And it was on display during the Sun Fever game the other night.
What he say? The STD rates are high in the WNBA?
Is he dragging?
Here.
No other league operates like this. What other professional league operates like this, where everybody's just dating everybody? That's not even a thing in leagues. It's more competition.
I mean, yeah, because
than a love fest.
A gay man on the basketball team ain't gonna say he dating another man on the I mean,
And nonetheless, 3 or 4 or 5
shout
or
out
6
to Dennis
of us
Rodman.
in a
He was
triangle.
out there. He ain't play.
We got a whole triangle happening on court. Isaiah Thomas and
That's a lot of. They have players playing against each other that are currently sleeping with each other. They have a league of players that are trying to sleep with each other. And this unlocks a level of drama that no other league has. And it was on display during the Sun Fever game the other night.
What appears to be a very routine block by Dejanay Carrington turned into a viral moment in the WNBA because the woman who pushed her teammate back from talking back to Dejanay Carrington is actually Dejanay Carrington's ex. So after the
But wait. But teammates usually stop. They don't really want the brawl to happen.
That's just what I was getting ready to allude to. Now, not only are they just doing some shit no other league has done, they breaking rules of like humanity. Teammates not supposed to operate like that. Nikki, if me and you are on teams and Madison is on the other team, I don't care what you do to her. That shit could be done. You on my team. You got to go in the locker room with me, back to the dorm rooms with me, back to New York or Cleveland or Chicago or the little with me. You got to live on the block with me.
I'm thinking about seeing confrontation on men's, and I can see another teammate on the same team coming over to prevent it.
Why?
From happening. I don't know. Maybe they like each other.
No, because they will get ejected, fined, can't play the next game. It's a lot more penalty for men fighting in the NBA.
So it's not for women.
No,
I just seen the girl get snatched by her neck
and ain't nobody gets suspended, or the rules is not the same.
Get out.
In regards to
y'all want equality? Did you know the rules ain't the same?
I mean,
I know the ball is smaller.
Everybody knows.
Is the court shorter too?
Everybody. No, the court might be the same size. The ball is a little light.
I'm just saying.
But no, again, basketball, you can't even leave the bench. You leave the bench, you get suspended for a game. If me and you are on the court fighting and Madison runs off the bench to help either one of us, she gets fined and suspended. That's how hard they are on violence in the NBA and on those men.
So we can go at each other's throats and.
But again, this is unheard of in sports. How dare you come to me to defend somebody on the other team? I don't care if that's your mother on the other team. If that's the case, why you don't play with them then? That's just disrespectful. So again, they are changing the rules and the schematics to things. They break barriers and then, stick their chest out for breaking barriers. But this is one that shouldn't be broken. This is about team camaraderie. Like
she cocky about that shit.
we can
too.
go in the locker room.
I got everybody fighting
be
over me.
upset.
It's going down.
Back from talking back to DeJohnny Carrington is actually DeJohnny Carrington's ex.
Hate
So
these
after
damn wigs.
DeJohnny blocked, she was talking in the crowd saying, "Get that out of here."
Wait, so that's the reason why she's holding her back, because that's her ex.
Oh, damn.
So again, like this is just levels of drama that shouldn't exist in basketball.
Right.
Here, get that out of here, which is awesome. And Erica Wheeler right here sees it, gets up, and starts to talk back to DeJohnny. But then Nalissa Smith, DeJohnny's ex, who, by the way, these two were not on good terms, it appears. They were not following each other on Instagram until this pushback. She sees her teammate talking trash to her ex, but for some reason walks up to her and pushes her back. And as you can see, Erica Wheeler was not feeling it. She pushes her hand away like, don't you worry about me. That's your ex. I'm talking trash to your ex.
No. Again, creating
they all know.
Whole nother
they
dynamic.
They be probably talking mad shit it's just too much. It's like y'all gotta be, god damn. It's just, So we're still whores with women? I'm confused. I thought lesbianism would work better for y'all, but that shit ain't working. Fucking y'all still ain't staying together. Still ain't making this shit work. Please.
Watch, she pushes her hand back. Now
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's even crazier than what I just said. Because again, that can cause a dynamic on the whole team.
Yeah.
Like, what are you defending this chick for? She's on the other team. Get the hell off of me. Push her own teammate hand down. It's just, this is unheard of in basketball. We teammates.
The Real Housewives of WNBA.
This is something that is not available in any other league. All right.
Just to quickly recap, DeJohnny Carrington used to date Nalissa Smith while they were both at Baylor. Now, DeJohnny plays for the Sun, and Nalissa plays for the Fever. They are exes. They kind of had a little messy breakup. They unfollowed each other on Instagram, but after the game, they refollowed each other. And then after the game, DeJohnny tweeted, "As she should."
Oh,
again, you see how this changes.
I mean, I'm just sick of this fucking blonde
dynamics,
bleach blonde,
sports,
just platinum blonde.
That's
all our
crazy.
black women walking around in this pea-like color hair.
This is crazy. She said, as she should have defended me. I'm not on y'all team.
I ain't your wife. That doesn't even make, it's not even logical, bitch.
This is the
because you getting some pussy again. Because you getting some
absolutely,
pussy,
especially from me. Goddamn it!
God damn, that shit is still like that.
It's honey pot.
But you getting pussy too. What do you mean? Your pussy better than my pussy?
Probably.
What is that? I'm confused.
She said, as she should.
As I should be.
She should have defended
this shit don't make no sense.
You against her own teammate.
Y'all stupid and still getting some dick on the low. That's what y'all.
God damn.
Stop. They be lying, man.
In reference to
Melissa
pushing back her teammate, Erica Wheeler, as Erica was talking trash to DeJohnny.
This also isn't the first interaction they've had this year. Watch this. That's Nalissa. That's DeJohnny. And she picks up DeJohnny. They're both kind of smirking. And DeJohnny walks away. There's Nalissa. And they continue to show Nalissa. And as she's watch her right now. She's gonna smile as she's talking to Johnny, and she's smiling a little bit. So it's Johnny.
Now imagine this in reality television form. Put it on Netflix, just like that golfing show or F1 show.
Put it on Netflix. Put this shit on Tubi. Y'all don't even
they'll
watch
get more
the
viewership.
WNBA.
Absolutely, the ladies will come over if they had a reality show of showing them behind the scenes, going to practice, living their lives with all their drama. Women would absolutely come on over. We would absolutely support and show up at the games because we know that there's some drama, there's some free pussy all around for everybody. That's what's happening, and it's amazing. Holy shit. Well, I used to love basketball. I don't even like to play basketball anymore. It's just not.
That's
not the
crazy.
same.
That changed the whole dynamic of basketball right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's crazy. All right, let's have a little bit of fun with this.
So it looks like things are all good again between Keke Palmer and Darius Dalton. At first, I thought he had deleted all the pictures of Keke off his Instagram, but it looks like he just archived them since they're back on his gram. After being roasted on the internet, he did keep this picture off though. Kiki had also posted this video to her Instagram stories of a day in the life of a mom, which is like chaotic. The mom is doing everything. Then that video cuts to a clip of Terry Crews and white chicks saying like, oh, this is what the husband is doing while the mom is doing all this work. Which I thought it was so interesting for Kiki to
Kiki, why? Why? Like, I understand that she, wants to do what's best for her child, but honestly, she should have kept the restraining order on file. I said what I said. After seeing how Darius was beating on her and throwing her around in that video, it really saddened me, and I was hoping that she didn't, call off the restraining order. I get it. Like, you want, to make sure that the child gets to see him and he is an active parent into his child's life. Like, I get that. But also make sure you protect yourself and your child.
You see what that says? Kiki and her boyfriend Darius reportedly call a truce on domestic violence restraining order case. What do you think about that? They thinking about working things out, going to therapy.
You know she ain't had no damn proof. You know she ain't had no proof. Y'all got to stop making these men out to be fucking monsters when, they have your best interest at heart. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on. Some bullshit. You a mother now. You can't be fucking running around anywhere all half naked just because you Kiki fucking Palmer. You still going to make an impression being classy and sexy, but still in a mother type clothing. Like, come on now. We just doing too much. But homeboy, don't commentate no more, man. Please don't. Please stop. I don't want to start calling your names and stuff, but this is just,
Right.
Come on. Everybody's opinions is amazing. Even mine's is whack. Like, who the fuck is they family? Let them be. Let them work that shit out for that baby's sake. And if they got some sense and they had conscious parenting in mind, they would consider that. And they wouldn't even have something like that happen. Humans act like they have no self-control.
Right.
Why must you put your hands on anybody?
Because you don't have the words to express how you feel.
Learn words. You should learn them for your children anyway. Like, and that's the thing, ladies. When you start having children, you have to learn more words. Pick that dictionary up. Learn more words. Better for the children. Okay? Because they're not going to be able to navigate in this world and advocate for themselves and be confident in what the fuck they're doing if they ain't got no words. Phonics. Words are very important. Y'all act like y'all don't comprehend much, so it's showing.
We went to get ice cream the other day. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy your ice cream?
Oh my God.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there
Fantasy.
selling just two ice creams with two chewing gums in it
Yeah.
for bloody £9 for two of them.
£9 for two?
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. One that comes on my street is either £1 a piece or £2. Like, he's going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
You
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
Hey, yo, £9 bloody for some ice cream? He was not happy about that.
It's a ripoff.
Inflation, man.
This is crazy. What happened to just going to the ice cream man with $1? Like, you can't do that no more. You got to go to the ice cream man with your credit card. Like, this is
£9 bloody
fair.
Yeah, it costs like almost $30 for some ice cream.
Child.
Said £9 bloody for some ice
I mean,
cream.
in that kind of confidence to speak up for yourself when something's wrong or somebody has wronged you. Like, that's that kind of passion you kind of want in your kids, because it's going to ensure to keep the groomers and the predators away. I'm just saying, you don't want them kind of kids.
That's right.
Because they going to say something.
She said, tell them. She said,
Child.
you tell them, girl. Talking about charging all of that for some ice cream. Come on, bloody pounds. Nowhere with that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
A little bit of leniency, you know. She cussed a little bit. She said bloody hell and all that,
Yeah,
you
all
know.
that. Yeah, she
She
definitely.
articulated it well.
let
So
it
that's allowing her to live in that emotion, you know. It ain't like she gonna get in trouble, you in punishment because you
Right.
said bloody hell.
That's
Like
right.
I think Madison slipped and said damn the other day because Puppy was on the window eating my plants. It's Puppy. Then mommy say stop eating the damn plants.
There you go. That's what that mommy was saying.
So yeah, I was like, oop. She said,
I mean, and
damn.
just
Yeah.
her, she has a certain freedom that I love, and innocence, because she came in the other day, was like, Daddy, you know what so and so said to me out there? I said, what? He said, suck my dick. I said,
Oh,
damn. He said that. Well, you know that's not nice, and I apologize for him saying that to you. But God damn,
See,
but she ain't say, can I say a bad word, or
Right.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
Like this
she's
is
just-
vocabulary, and I'm quoting somebody. I didn't say it. Like this is what he said to me.
She didn't even know what that meant, years ago.
right,
I think when we
absolutely.
first got over here to be around them kids and hear them boys say that to each other a lot, like she didn't know. She know boys have a penis, she didn't know the slang term for it. So I think I might have told her last summer, and she was like, "What? That's what they were saying."
Yeah.
Why would they? Yeah. You see?
Yeah. All
It's
right.
unique.
I got a question for you guys. Is this appropriation?
A newly opened hip-hop cookie shop is creating a buzz, but not in a good way. Itemate's Kat Sandoval takes us into this cookie shop and takes a deep dive and tells us why the business is in hot water.
Cookie Plug's opening week was anything but sweet, with some Hoosiers calling their marketing strategy racist or...
Now you guys let me know, is this a racist marketing strategy? The name of the store is called Cookie Plugs. Now listen to everything, y'all. Cookie Plugs. Let's go back. Yeah, oh, see? A new hip hop cookie shop. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Newly opened hip-hop cookie shop is creating a buzz, but not in a good way. Itemate's Kat Sandoval takes us into this cookie shop and takes a deep dive and tells us why the business is in hot water.
Cookie Plug's opening week was anything but sweet, with some Hoosiers calling their marketing strategy racist or misappropriating Black culture.
Those comments are hurtful, so I'm not even watching it.
Doreen Waters and her husband Michael opened up a cookie shop on Mass Avenue. It's a California franchise called Cookie Plug. It has graffiti on the walls, hip-hop references, and phrases in slang usually associated with drugs.
Me selling cookies, that's all we're doing.
But the details are there, from boxes with money and references like, thank you for supporting your neighborhood dough dealer, cookies called fatties, and a drink called Purple Drink.
I mean, I grew up during this time, and I never have done drugs. Purple Drink is just that. It's a purple drink. It's lemonade.
But for people who grew up with hip-hop culture, Purple Drink was a reference to a deadly drug mix some rappers would drink.
When the franchisee is not aware of what
y'all think? Was that a double cup though? Why they selling it in a double cup though? Like this just seems like I needed some help with this.
I don't know how to feel about
So they got snacks called fatties. They got purple drink, and there is a purple drink in the Sunny D commercial, right? They say
Right.
you want Sunny D or you want the purple stuff. No, it's not called purple drink. It's called purple stuff. Is it called purple drink? What do they call it?
I mean, I don't like that this is still like designated as a part of like a all black culture, because white people graffiti too. They have the syrups and shit in their communities. They have the dope dealers and shit like that in their communities as well. But they make it seem like it's like ours. So this part of the negative
That
parts
says
of
it was all a dream. Hey, yo, God.
they
damn,
absolutely
y'all wildin'.
are stealing from our influence.
Yo, Big, that shit say it was all a dream.
Yeah, if it was just a cookie shop, they probably wouldn't be making as much money. But I think using all of these tactics is absolutely luring customers. Now, they have a right to do it or not? It's not for me to say. Now, if they put some shit like that up in the Adirondacks, I don't know.
People who grew up with hip hop culture, purple drink was a reference to a deadly drug mix some rappers would drink.
When the franchisee is not aware of what these what the terminology is dealing with, and to be honest, tropes that are used as gimmicks to sell people lemonade and sell children lemonade.
Why is it in a baby bottle, son? Why is it in a baby bottle?
Because white people like drinking out of baby bottles till they're 6 and 7. I don't know.
No, no. That's oh, you would. That's okay.
And sell children lemonade. That is absolutely a problem.
Foray Phillips is speaking up because hip hop is synonymous with Black people and culture. He wants the company.
It's synonymous with Black people and culture.
To do better, maybe get rid of references to drugs.
Why is the entire theme of the organization based off of drug references and terminology?
So do you agree that hip hop is synonymous or no? Because you did just say, white people do graffiti, white people DJ, white people break dance, white people rap.
And white people are synonymous for drugs. I think it's just, perpetuating that hip hop had a whole, like it was just like the epitome of drug. Like that's us. This is what it entails. Like he said, everything in there is all.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
He didn't just say that the paraphernalia that they have in there, everything insinuates drug use.
It does.
That part of hip hop. That's not just designated to us as Black people. I think it's disrespectful, like he's saying. You don't even know anything about you acting, plausible deniability.
Okay.
But you have everything referencing all these drugs that people in hip hop spoke of, or that they emulated on their videos or whatever. Which
you're painting a picture that hip hop and drugs are synonymous, which is not the truth.
The franchise owner, Eric Martinez, says it's really about freedom of expression.
Well, I think that's exactly my point, right? Like you can be a proud American and you can love hip hop and you can love cookies and you can love graffiti, right? Like you don't have to be in a box.
He makes references to 50 Cent.
And he said, America's got a thing for this gangster-ish. And they do, right? Like that's what they like. So that's why when I started the cookie, I was like, well, let's make a cookie shop gangster.
This is
what you think about it?
I mean, this is, these stories are a lot deeper than the stories that's being presented. The NBA, the WNBA story, this story right here, these things are changing America. Like sports don't operate like that. Your team is your team. I don't care about who you was dating, even if, like I said, your mama was on the other team, she's on the other team. There's no nice courtesy and all of that. Yeah, we do all that.
Brothers play against brothers.
We don't
they
do
play
all of that. And this is no different. Yeah, they absolutely are appropriating culture. I don't want to hear about no 50 Cent said we got a thing for this gangster shit, and we do, because we know. You ain't enlightening us. We know that you use hip hop to sell every product, and that's why we're upset, because people that look like us don't own no distribution companies.
Right.
It's certain echelons that you can't even get to, and when you do get to them, you turn into a monster, and everybody defends you until you do something monsterish, and everybody calls you a monster then. But like, this is what it is. This is what changes America. Puffy was a part of that. He changed America with that wolf in sheep's clothing, call me love, while I'm doing the devil every time the camera go off. And this is What I tell you about people? Oh, he burned down the village and he raped a couple of babies and he killed a couple of women, but he got a good heart though. On the inside, God know his truth. All of that's bullshit. Evil is evil, bad is bad. That's why you better wake up your consciousness. No matter where you at, if you can wake it up. If it's dead, if it's right on the edge, if it's already there, you just want it to grow. It's all about consciousness. And this is no different. Like that's deplorable because ouch. They're appropriating our culture. Scissor, purple drink in the baby bottle, calling it the plug, the cookie plug.
That shit ain't my culture.
Crazy.
I mean, I understand it's a part of the hip hop culture, but
and
again, I get what you're saying, but
these is just words. This is every
they're using it. They're benefiting.
Every culture got a drug dealer. Every ethnicity has a drug dealer, Mrs. Harris, but don't all of them have the savvy enough to call it a plug because you plug in to something to get electricity. Again, we're the ones that come up with this vernacular and what they call this ebonics, and we're the one that push the culture.
All right.
The things we say, what we wear, how we move, the way we talk, the way we walk, all of that shit, but we don't get to monetize it. This is why the black women can drag us and say, y'all black men don't do shit. No, the shit that we do gets stolen and appropriated by people, and we get no credit for it. And then you guys get bullets in your gun to fire at us and say, y'all ain't done shit. No, yes, we have.
Y'all ain't got no publishing companies. Y'all ain't got this. Y'all ain't got
yes,
that.
We have.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's just not the same. It's just not the same. And this is, again, it goes a lot deeper than the story that we see.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Hip-hop legend LL Cool J is one of the investors in Cookie Plug and plans to open 30 shops of his own.
Oh,
okay.
So they have a black face.
So there is. So how is it appropriation if they have a black owner? Again, see the pictures that television will paint. They have a black backer.
Right. And LL.
A hip-hop artist. These ideas could come from him. For all we know.
Or they could have, had the list. And it's like, what about this? What about that? Right? Throw that in there. I mean,
we the ones that say if we buy
ignorance,
something.
I mean, we're learning that ignorance sells. Even if you don't want to do the drugs, you want something that may look like it. I don't know. Shit is crazy. Yeah. Please, they're taking kids to drag queen concerts.
Customers I spoke to today don't seem to have a problem.
It looks good so far. I haven't tasted anything yet. So once I get there, then, I'll probably be back if they're good enough, and I'll turn them on to other coworkers and other people.
There is.
Damn, he started the sentence with "I ain't even tasted yet" and ended it with "I'm gonna tell it to other people."
Word of mouth.
It tastes
baby.
like shit.
Best advertisement, but or are we excited to see something like that in the community, right? But not realizing who's running it. They probably assume it's black people running it.
That was a
till they go inside.
I was gonna make, but black people are running it because LL is the backer.
That's what they said.
So again, just another tactic. Because we say we won't patronize a business if we know black people own it. So maybe LL knows if we know LL owns it, we won't patronize it.
Own it for a little while.
So put these, kind of like what Jay-Z did with the Nets. Now that's where the appropriation lies. It's funny.
It's a steady influx of diverse customers willing to try the new cookie shop. And the owner told us that since they've opened, one customer said they were offended. I'm iTeammates Kat Sandoval, Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Find that offended customer. Do an interview.
Man.
Nothing new, and here they go getting paid off our culture, and yet make us the devil. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's unique.
Everybody gets to make the money off of us, except us.
I don't think I have anything else. This was
Dr.
cool.
Pepper.
That was some good information that you gave us.
Thank you. Yes, you know,
oh.
there's no one size fits all.
got
So
one-
take what you need,
Before we
throw the
leave.
rest away. Take what'll help you, throw the rest away.
Let them know.
We-
Pass it to somebody.
This is a business meeting.
I feel like Blueface right now.
Blue. I'm
I'm
your
gonna
Krishan Rod.
Just go get a fucking tooth with my face on it.
I'm your Krishan Rod. Krishan Rock and Blueface, here we come.
So y'all are gonna be an abusive, cantankerous, emotionally imbalanced, hard to understand, ratchet couple. We're thriving for that. They're about to go sit down and sign a contract.
This is inspiration in
This is
2024. This is
family.
relationship inspiration in 2024.
Or a man being with another man that emulates a woman.
No.
Wait, they got that together.
No, that's not. That's not what we're trying to do. That's not.
We're money making business. We have a whole show on the way. We about to make millions. Let them know.
Oh my God.
Sis about to throw up. She said this
is crazy.
This is 2024. This is what we have to look forward to if we don't continue to wave our flag. What we do. So shout out to you. Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibes. Shout out to all the ladies that take the time to inspire, educate, and curate, because it is appreciated and y'all are appreciated.
Start flipping some old content, throwing it on over here because it's needed. I'm just thinking about my episode. Them sound like fighting words. Them sound like fighting words on Shane Sunday.
I'm not gonna be confrontational with you. I'm gonna politely vacate the premises, let the clown have the circus. Oh, in a room full of clowns, man, I can't be part of the circus, man. When you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus.
Heard that,
I'm
brother.
gone.
Some of you are so low down and dirty, you don't want to hear nothing good about one another. Whatever dirt you want to hear on somebody, tell me about that. So you become a slanderer, a defamer, a gossiper. You don't know whether what you're saying is the truth or a lie, but what the hell is funky and I like it, I'm going to tell it anyway. Except when somebody find out some crap about you. Now you want everybody to keep that quiet. But in this world, you reap what you sow. And if that's the way you do one another, your turn is coming up. See how you like it.
People don't want to live righteous lives. People look down on the righteous. They say, oh, the word self-righteous. That's like a derogatory statement to call somebody self-righteous. That's like a derogatory statement. But when you look at the real statement, to be self-righteous, right, yourself is right. Myself wants to be right and wants to live right and wants to do right. That's self-righteousness. But in a society of liars and scandal and gossip and all of that, the one who's righteous is looked down upon. And the one who gossips is looked up to. The one who dresses according to the intent of his heart, to help people, to heal people, to inspire others who are like him or her, that person doesn't get the airplay. That person's not called to award shows or whatever it is. That person's not there. That person doesn't get the accolades of those who are willing to scandal and gossip and talk about other people and diss other people and all of this type of stuff. So at the end of the day, you got to perform your communication. Not just communicate, but perform your communication.
I'm not gonna be confrontational with you. I'm gonna politely vacate the premises, let the clown have the circus. Oh, in a room full of clowns, man, I can't be part of the circus, man. When you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus.
Heard that,
I'm gone.
brother.
You can do that, man. I go play with my children.
What brought
You don't own nothing in this life. You don't own. This is a rented life.
We own everything, and we just sell you the illusion that you got something. You don't have.
Real. Ain't nobody better than nobody on this earth. You can't take it with you.
So you gonna take 40% of my paycheck in taxes? Most definitely. Mm-hmm. And then after you tax my check, you gonna tax me on anything I spend with the money left from my check that you already taxed. Oh, you getting it now? You this close? You this close to getting ready to chase the American dream?
All I can buy is cars and shoes, a bigger house, more cars. This is what money is.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna tax my whole check, give me what's left, then I'm gonna spend that on something, and you're gonna tax me again for spending money that was already taxed. And after I buy something, I have to pay taxes on that, or else you're gonna take it from me because I didn't pay taxes.
If you really break it down, there's nothing you can really do with it. You're just stacking it up to give it to somebody.
Yes, and if you do that real hard and just pull up on your bootstraps with all your might, you'll make it in this country. Bro, that sounds like some fucking bullshit. If I gotta pay taxes on anything that exists forever, anytime, always, every day, or else I get my took or go to prison, do I own anything? No, y'all don't own.
Because if something happened to you, you're not taking it with you.
It's just a big lending system. We own everything, and we just sell you the illusion that you got something. You don't have. Miss a tax payment, I'm taking that. Miss another one, I'm taking your life. You're going to prison.
So once I start thinking like that, the desire for me to chase in this business and compete went away.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Go to Red Lipstick Vibes, the OG in the motherfucking house. Show to Mr.HeSaiD. I don't see his wife here, but show to Mr. and Mistress He Said and Mistress She Said. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, large up yourself. Black love, YouTube love, and all of that shit, all of that lovey-dovey shit.
If you haven't already subscribed to the Harris Tribe Media Group, go on over there and subscribe to them. Check them out, see if that's the kind of content you get down for, man. Shout out to the Harris Tribe.
And man, definitely listen, a husband and wife duo. Yeah. Man, let me tell you, if you listen to these two, you can see how in tune they are with each other.
Very powerful.
And that's the thing that I love about them. And their sincerity, their transparency, all of that stuff, And so when you get a husband and wife duo, man, because, a lot of people get on here and talk about marriage and all of this stuff, but they're not interacting in the process, live, and so I respect these two for doing that, and shout out to the Harris Tribe Media Group.
Building, what's going on, y'all? Hey, you know what's crazy? With the Harris Tribe, right? That's Mr.HeSaiD and Mrs. She Said, right? I could watch them if it's only one of them. So, like, if Mr.HeSaiD go live and he up there by himself, or he got a panel going on, I could watch it. If Mrs. She Said is up there doing Shame Sundays by herself, I can watch it. If they up there together, that shit is triggering. That shit is triggering like a motherfucker. I'll be looking like this happy ass goddamn flowers and joy ass couple while the rest of us out here going through the flux, you know what I'm saying? Puss ass relationship problems and shit. And they up there like goddamn it, Huey P. Newton and Angela, you know what I'm saying, on some motherfucking fight it, fight the power, fight it, fight the power, looking all cute and shit. Y'all know they say when people been together for a long time, they start looking alike and shit, right? They be having the same mannerisms and shit, laughing the same and shit. And some be funny and shit, and they be like laughing together, like, like, no, I cannot watch this shit. Turn. What else is on? It's too much happiness on the motherfucking screen right now. Okay? This is a level of happiness that the universe is not allowing me to achieve. I cannot watch this shit anymore. Where is the death and destruction at? Where is the dysfunction? I need that. And then I just go over to Fatty O'Aaron channel.